last year, I decided, okay, the time is right. I am going to switch to an electric vehicle. And one of the things that was important to me was I really wanted an electric vehicle, not a hybrid. I wanted a fully electric car. And so I went to take a look at a Model S, and it was a very first time I actually had been inside one. And it didn't really wow me like I thought it was going to. It didn't feel as luxurious as I was hoping for. I mean, it was definitely an awesome car, looks great, fast, but it just didn't feel like it had the luxury that I was hoping for. So I started taking a look at some other cars. I looked at a Mercedes Benz, Audi e-tron, looked at a Genesis, I believe it was a G80, and I looked at a Lucid Air. And as I started to look at these cars and started to learn more about electric vehicles, it became apparent to me that I really wanted to go with a car made by an electric vehicle car company. I felt like those kind of companies were more innovative and just free from legacy thinking. It became important to me to have a car that I felt took efficient use of the space. So efficiency was a word that I kept using, but not in terms of like miles per kilowatt hour or anything like that. Just with an electric car, you have a greater opportunity to take advantage of the space. So I really wanted a car that I felt had there had been some innovative thinking and rethinking about how a car could be designed to take advantage of all this space that's now available. And then technology was a really important thing to me. I wanted to make sure that I could get over the air updates and the car would improve over time, and features would get added, bugs fixed. Um, and and I just wanted to make sure that the technology that I interact with as a driver, that it felt like it was advanced. So after looking at several vehicles, the one I decided on was a Lucid Air, and the specific trim I wanted is the Lucid Air Touring. So I put uh, I put a reservation in. I believe this was last April, and I'm going to show you guys just a quick, view of the car that I chose and the options that I chose. All right, so here is the Lucid Air Touring at 620 horsepower, 425 miles of EPA rated miles. Which, just as a side note, you're not going to get 425 miles, but that's at least what the EPA has rated it as. And so I'm going with the Quantum Gray. I'm doing platinum design for which is another part of the exterior options. They offer a stealth option, which kind of makes the car dark. It darkens up some of the lighter aspects of the car. Um, it's $6,000, and I just didn't feel like that was an option that was worth it for me. It comes standard with a metal roof, but you can option up to a glass canopy. Um, and so I went with that as well. The 20-inch rims are standard. You can go with 19 or 21s. I chose to stay with the 20s. I live in Southern California, so I'm not too worried about cold weather. And these 20-inch rims come with summer tires, and I felt like I really just didn't like the 19-inch rims. I felt like they were pretty hideous. And so of the two that I like, which are the 20s and the 21s, in fact, the 21s are really nice looking wheels. But I felt like the 20s would give me a little bit more range. I really loved how they looked, and I felt like I'm going to be a more of the car has three driving modes: smooth, what is it? Smooth, swift, and sprint. And just kind of my personality, I think I'm going to be a person who rides in smooth mode most of the time, and so I'm looking for a little bit more of a comfortable ride. And I feel like the 20s had a better chance of giving me that than the 21s. There's several interior options. There's Santa Cruz, which is a lighter option. There's Tahoe option, which is kind of a, I don't know, tannish, orangish type of color. And then there's Mojave, which is what I chose. And since I had a reservation, I'm showing you the screen just kind of live here. So um, you would get, if you were to put a reservation in now, you would get 2 years of Electrify America. But I put my reservation in last year, and so I'll get 3 years. And my understanding is it's like some cars who come with kind of the free Electrify America, it's 30-minute sessions. But with Lucid, you just, you're not limited by time. Obviously, you want to be a good steward of charging stations, but you're not limited by time. And it's so it's free charging for 3 years. I chose the upgrade of Dream Drive Pro. That's their driver assistance uh, system, and then I also chose the Surreal Sound Pro, which is their audio system. There's Surreal Sound and Surreal Sound Pro. Honestly, I don't really know the huge difference, but I know that the Surreal Sound Pro is fully Dolby Atmos, and the sound is all around you, and so that was something that was really attractive to me. So I'll kind of show you the car here. This is the side view. Swing it around to the front. This is kind of what it looks like from the front. Let me take you inside the car. Maybe this one here, yeah. So this is kind of what it looks like inside the car from the front seats. And this is a 34-inch 5K display. The left side and the right side are you can interact with as a driver. The middle is just kind of your instrument cluster, and then you have this panel down here that they call the pilot panel. And if I can get this to work right, should let me show you how to. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. Yeah, you can make that pilot panel kind of retract into the car, and it gives you a little bit more storage space down there. Let's see if we can go to the rear, see what that looks like. So this is kind of what it looks like from the rear. Um, you can't really tell by just these screens, but there's tons of leg room back here. The Touring, you go down to 18 modules, and you get the 425 miles of range. So it's less range, but in the bottom uh, footwell for the rear passengers, you get more space for your feet. And then there's a little screen down here that the rear passengers can interact with to control their own climate. Um, there's a rear sunshade that can be raised by rear passengers. They can think that the seats are heated back there, and they can control the heated seats. And you'll notice this car has vents that you control manually, which I actually prefer. And as a rear passenger, you got vents here, you got vents to the side, and you can't see it here, but you got vents down by your feet as well. Um, and so that's one thing I think is really cool about this car. You have uh, it's really technologically advanced. The screens are awesome, but you also have manual controls that you can use to control your climate, turn the volume up and down, controls on your steering wheel to control volume, to interact to control your ADAS system. There's even controls on the side of the seat that you'd be used to kind of move your seat back and forth. there's redundancy. So using the software, you can also adjust your seat in a lot more. There's a lot more adjustments that you can make through the software, and you can control the climate as well. The car comes with Alexa built in. Um, there was an update that came through. I want to say a month ago or so that added Sirius XM, which some people like, some people don't. I listen to the NFL channel on there. That's the only thing I use, and so that was a huge addition for me. Um, Comes with Spotify integrated. You get comes with Tidal, and you get 3 months free of that. And I don't know. It comes, just the materials are just beautiful, and the ride is just unbelievable. So uh, that's the car that I chose. Um, I'm still waiting on mine. Like I said, I reserved it last year, and sometime first quarter, maybe beginning of second quarter, I'll be getting my car. So there you have it, Lucid Air Touring. I'll once I get it, you'll be hearing a lot more from me.